After going down the rabbit hole of Deltarune theories, I have made my own, which includes a third secret route and the Eggman. So let's get into it. In the Mantle minigame, the events don't line up with the weird route. Noelle isn't in Cyber City and she gets used up. After that, we get the shelter key, and only after that we end up in Cyber City with Susie and Ralsei. The game files clearly state the names Weird Route. And in the Mantle game, the route is referred as Sword Route. The starting of second board says the forbidden path starts with ice magic, but the game allows it to happen. It's not completely forbidden by the creator, which is believed to be Gaster. This clearly suggests another route which is supposed to be forbidden by Gaster, which involves a sword, probably the Twisted Sword. We will discuss more about this later. Now let's talk about. On the PlayStation edition of the game, if you get an egg from the Forgotten Man, you will not get the achievement, completing Chapter X without issue. This suggests Gaster is opposed to this man, making him forbidden. Getting eggs from the man requires getting out of bounds or triggering an unusual event. I believe the sword route will require getting out of bounds, traversing through save files, and following the man. This route will require a save file with all the shadow crystals and the thorn ring to craft the Twisted Sword. Another requirement would be to get all 5 eggs from the man, gaining his trust. Just like the ticket to nowhere, I believe the sword would have been in Chris's inventory all along, just now revealed to him. After this, we are ready to reach out of bounds and bounce timelines and follow the forbidden path. In the first board, we fight monsters resembling Asgore with his flowers, Undyne, and Birdly. We get stronger by killing monsters with our sword and find the ice key in a forest. Loading up a file from Chapter 1, we will meet the Forgotten Man in the original Dark World. This time, the Forgotten Man guides us, and after getting out of the original Dark World, we go near Asgore's shop and open a dark fountain which engulfs many lighteners. We then find the Forgotten Man in this world, and he tells us about the sword we already had. From the minigame, we know what happens next. After getting the ice key, which is a code, we tell the Forgotten Man about the code. This code is the key to Noelle's house. In the second board, we make our way to the Ice Palace. Use a character resembling Noelle and freeze our enemies. One enemy resembling Birdly. Then we get the shelter key. This is where we load another save of Chapter 1 and meet the Forgotten Man. Keep in mind, this is a new file and Chris's levels are 0. Man tells us the code to Noelle's house and information about the sword. After getting out of the original Dark World, we are supposed to open a dark fountain in Noelle's mansion. This makes complete sense, as the Dark World Ice Palace would be a mansion with the shelter code, which is Noelle's house, and she uses ice magic. This Dark World again engulfs Birdly, somehow as if he was intentionally following us after Chapter 1's Dark World. We now use Noelle to get through the palace, freezing Birdly in the process and getting the shelter key. Now the game says she was used up and follows with, "You were used up." I believe this means after this sudden traumatic event, Noelle, and especially Chris, is completely broken inside, and Chris starts to reflect his Undertale counterpart, Kara. We meet the Forgotten Man and tell him the shelter code. In this board, we start in Cyber City. After obtaining the sword, we kill Susie and Ralsei to level up and tear through barriers, to enter the manhole dungeon, which represents hometown, and kill everyone to get stronger to fight Eram and the shelter. Loading up a Chapter 2. Save file we for the last time. Meet the Forgotten Man, get the shelter code and the Twisted Sword. Chris will fight back as much as possible, but the soul persists, killing Chris's friends. This breaks Chris completely. Chris now is the direct representation of Kara. After getting out of the dark world by breaking the barriers, Chris stabs the earth as hard as possible and covers hometown with darkness. We then follow the genocide route of Deltarune, having the real fun, filling Chris's, or should I say, our cravings of getting stronger. Chris now heads to the shelter, stronger than ever. If you are enjoying this so far, obliterate the like button and... Here I am, open to more theories and keeping the mystery alive. We will now fight whoever is in the shelter, maybe Image Friend, Forgotten Man, Gaster, as he will try to stop this timeline? Doesn't matter. After a brutal fight, if Chris can win, the rewards would only be available to the player, as shown in the minigame. In this route, Chris doesn't win anything. But that might not happen. Who knows? Well, I don't think it's the most concrete theory ever, but if something like this have to happen, it could only be done by Tricky Tony. The main premise is to bounce through the game files and get directions from the man. Here are some loopholes I want to discuss. The forbidden path starts with ice magic. Here it doesn't fit into what's considered the starting, the eggs, the crystals, or we need to do a weird route for this route to happen. If we have to do a weird route, it fits into the speculation of the limited files, and that would also mean it starts from the ice magic. Another major doubt is with the island board. The dessert board with Asgore's shop match nicely, but the island board leads to the ice palace through a body of water which doesn't seem to match Noelle's mansion. Maybe the lake is involved somehow? Despite this, I think it holds ground with the theme of these games. Congrats! You made it to the end. I really thank everyone who heard me out on this one. I hope you enjoyed, and may we cross paths again. And, of course, I gotta blast out your eardrums one more time.